I'm not Jordan. This isn't D&D. Welcome to Roll for Roll's Halloween special. My name is Chester, and I will be your keeper this fine, spooky evening. I'm a Meanjin-based artist, and you might know me from Anywhere Festival 2023, where I performed in the award-winning immersive experience Banshee's Luck. I'm the creator of tonight's setting, Hunters Incorporated, and I'm the writer of tonight's mystery, In the Fields. Pause for spooky dramatic effect. But now, time to meet our hunters.
Hello, my name is Josh Welter. I am also a Meanjin-based creative, and today I will be playing Cadbury the Flake.
Hello, I'm Annaliese.M. I'm a Meanjin-based creative and teacher. I will be playing Mariella Spinther, the spell slinger.
Hello, I'm James.M. I'm also a Mansion-based creative and performer, and I'll be playing Jack Dallas, the Crooked.
Hi, my name's Cale.D, and I will be playing Marco Summers, the Snoop.
Hi, my name's Amy.H. I am an independent creative and an acting coach, and I will be playing Maggie the Spooky.
Ooh.
Well, without much further ado, let's get into it. Maggie, can you please roll your starting roll?
Yes.
What'd you get?
Double 6.
Oh,
Okay.
Start off well.
And is that plus my...
So, on that,
That's pretty good.
you get a detailed vision of something bad that is yet to happen. And for your reference, every time you work to prevent that vision happening, you get a +1 to your roll. You're all in a van, familiar to some, new to others. This is your first time working together as a team, and it's interesting, the people you've been assigned to work with. The South Dakota roads are long and straight, and aside from the farms around you, empty. It's a surreal experience having nothing but the aircon of your van and the rolling fields of greens and yellows. It's as you pass into a certain area that the world around you becomes swallowed by seas of sunflowers, bright, reflecting the midday sun. Even in the middle of autumn, or fall as the locals call it, it's warm, inviting, cheery. As you enter the sea, Maggie, you feel a very familiar sensation. Your eyes roll back. You start uncontrollably groaning, unfortunately for everyone else in the van. And we see through your eyes. You're in a field of sunflowers, each one taller than your head, taller than you expected. You are young, not a child, but not fully grown, and you cannot see over the edge. You hear a voice. Evelyn, come out and play. It's your friend. And so you run through the sunflower maze, searching for that friend, that voice that you've been hearing for the past 3 months calling to you. And you turn a corner and you see a light. It's beautiful and it's indescribable and it hurts. And you wake up in your body, Maggie.
She's doing it again, I see.
Maggie.
Sorry!
Have you been checked for sleep apnea?
No, I had a vision, dear.
Oh.
Yes.
What of?
Yeah, is anything useful?
Well, it's quite topical, seeing as we are surrounded by sunflowers. I was in a sunflower field.
How pretty.
Yes. And
From the driver's seat, Quinn, your companion Marco, goes, "Wow, that really narrows it down, Max."
Give her a second, there'll be more, I'm sure.
Well, I couldn't quite see over the sunflowers because they were so tall, and the person I was seeing it through was so short. Probably a child called Evelyn, I think. Yes. And then there was this bright, awful light. Or something like that.
Bright light, alright. Evelyn, I suppose we can check in town. Someone's missing by the name of Evelyn.
And from their position in the driver's seat, Quinn goes, well, you'll be able to ask soon. As he takes a right, the first right you've taken in what feels like an hour, and you see the welcoming sign of Sunshine County, South Dakota.
Oh, lovely.
A small sign, but it's very cheery. It's clearly made by the locals. And you see above the big, cheery Sunshine County, home of the sunflower seed, this image of a cheery scarecrow with a sunflower petal surrounding its face, 2 button eyes, and a wide stitched smile, clearly drawn by a talented hand, waving at you and welcoming you into the town. And as Quinn pulls in, you see a town at odds with itself. There are flyers and banners, the decorations that surround what few district commercial buildings there are cheery and yellow. You see signs welcoming you to the Sunflower Festival. But the attitude of everyone you see on the street, what few people you see in this rural street, is subdued. Everyone looks nervous or downcast, and 1 or more people eye your van curiously as it drives past. Quinn pulls into a motel and gets out. He takes a big stretch and cracks his back and goes, all right, I'm not a hunter, so where to first, guys?
Well, personally, I'd love to see if there was a bottle shop or maybe a bar. My flask could do with filling.
Yeah, I did some looking up, and you, as part of your role as researcher,
Yes.
would know that Sunshine County does have a bar. It's the only bar in the town, and it's called Bottled Sunshine. It's not that far off the main drag. And Quinn goes, yeah, there should be a bar around here. Don't think it's very far from the town hall either, if you want to go there.
So that's a good place to start. People that are miserable. The town looks pretty miserable, like to drink, so you can start there.
What about? Kat, did you come across any other places of notice in your research so far?
Excellent question. Have I?
So I'm going to make this roll. Can you roll to investigate a mystery for me?
Absolutely. Eleven. 11.
So, as per our homebrew rules, you can ask me either 1 specific question or 2 general questions.
Can I please know if there is any place that... So, town hall, there is a bar. What's like a good, helpful third place? Is that what is the...
Do you just want to ask, like, I can tell I have a list of places?
Yes.
Or one of the great things about the system is you can tell me, is there this place? And I'll work off that. So if there's like a specific place you were thinking of.
I almost want... Is there a curiosities shop?
Yes, there is.
I feel like in my in my bones, I feel like if anyone in this town knows when shit is going down, it's whoever owns a curiosities shop.
Yeah, true.
You think back, you pull out a thick sheaf of notes and you flip through it with alarming speed. And as you do, you feel the wires in your pocket slowly shift and prickle. And then at once they tense, and you feel that tensing, and you automatically freeze on the printed out web page of Sunset Curios. It's a little curiosity shop, sort of like a tourist trap, basically. It's one of the very few places in this town that has like a proper web page. And yeah, there's a curio shop. It's not too far from you.
Okie dokie. Yes, actually, I've been meaning to visit this curiosities shop, mainly because they've got a website, and that means they might have Wi-Fi.
Oh,
You make a
yes.
good point.
I love a good curiosity shop.
I knew you would.
Should be fascinating. Do we want to split up or do this all at once, point by point? I have a feeling you're going to really want to go to the bar,
Oh, look,
out of a hunch.
well. Yes.
Well, I can head to the bar with Maggie if you want, and then if curiosities certainly aren't up my alley.
I'm more than interested in a couple of peculiarities that I might purchase, so I'll be happy to travel with you guys if we can extract information from either spot. I'm not really the type that researches. Once we figure out what's going on, maybe you or someone else can figure out what we're facing and what its weaknesses might be.
Lovely.
Sounds good.
Oh,
Fantastic.
it's lovely, Marco. I get to hang out with you.
It'll be such a delight, Maggie.
I could talk to you about your latest video.
Oh yeah, which one have you been watching?
Oh, the one with the bus and the spiders.
The Bus and the Spiders. Look, part 2 is on its way, and can I just tell you, it's gonna be a kicker.
I am
Quinn
on
pipes
the.
up. It's the amount of editing I have to do to make that work. Listen, Marks, do you want me to go with you, or do you want me to go with these guys, or?
I mean, you have come with us. I mean, we're going to a bar. There'll be people. We're probably going to need to bring some merch. Like, let's be honest. And I
Cad
think it'll be a
opens
good
up the
time.
back of the van and just shirts fall out.
I hate that you've got merch, but yeah, sure. And he picks up a bundle of merch and shoves it into like a very well-stuffed backpack. And he goes, all right, catch you three on the flip side. We're going to a bar, I guess.
Have fun.
Fantastic.
Do we have any cell reception out here?
I'd say, yeah, you have some limited self-reception in this town. It's not like a middle of nowhere type town.
Yeah.
It is in the middle of nowhere, but it's not like it's not rural enough that they don't get reception. You can see, like, in the distance there is like a cell tower in the middle of some fields, so.
Before we head off from the van, I think most of my weaponry is probably going to be in the van because I can't carry that.
Mhm.
I will just take out a 9mm pistol and just put it in the back of my clothes. I'll just put the jacket over it.
You can see Quinn, like, goes to say something and he goes, wait, no, this is America, it's
Yeah, I
right
have a
here."
concealed carry license. You can buy everything here.
Of course you do, yeah, sure, great. Yeah. Who would like to visit their place first?
Let's go to the curiosities.
Yes,
Fantastic.
let's.
So 3 of you set out, and as you walk down the street, again, it's a very strange vibe. The town is bright and cheery. The decorations are quite it's yellow. It's so much yellow, and you can see beyond the town limits. There's that sea of sunflowers, and they're all looking at the sky. Sunflowers following the sun, and it's would be picturesque and gorgeous, but every single person you pass has that same nervous, distracted look. And after a bit of walking and turning down side streets, you find this small little hole in the wall. It looks like it used to be a convenience center, a convenience store that was obviously repurposed. And over the top in custom script, it says Sunset Curios. And there's a little door and an open for business sign.
Can I have a little gaze through the windows just to see if there's any, just to gauge what the person, if there's anyone inside and what they look like, what their energies are?
You sort of peer through the window. Inside you see a very classic curio shop. There are like tall shelves that break your line of sight into various alleys. It's darker than the outside, and you don't know if that's because of how cheery all the decorations are outside, or because the inside of the shop is just that gloomy. You see all sorts of knickknacks and curios, and as someone working as a hunter, you know most of them are probably nothing. But through one of the aisles at the back, you see a desk with a little beat-up like box computer, and a young guy, probably early 20s, light brown skin with some tattoos on his arm, is staring at the computer, looking like he's about to nod off. And then he looks up, and he's like, sees you, makes eye contact with you through the window, and just...
I think that's our cue to head inside.
Let's go inside. And Mari just opens the door and walks straight in. Yes.
The guy at the front counter is like, he looks like he wants to get up and greet you, but like there's obviously some rule that you don't know, and he goes, "Hey, welcome to Sunset Curios. My name's Noah. Please let me know if I can get you anything."
Hello, Noah.
Hello.
What kind of curios do you have?
What kind of curios are you looking for?
The strange and unusual.
Well, that's sort of like the whole point of curios.
Exactly.
It looks at
So I want your most strange and your most unusual.
As you say strange, he like quirks an eye. He looks at you. Strange, huh? Is that a capital S by any chance?
Yes. TM. Capital S. Strange. TM.
Wasn't where they trademarked it, but yeah,
They
absolutely.
did.
And he stands up from his desk. Sheets of paper go flying everywhere. It's a lot of like overdue rent bill type paperwork on the desk. But he totally ignores it, gets up and goes, "So, you're purveyors of the particularly strange, huh?" And he leads you through the little aisles to a shady little back door. It's a flimsy wooden, like plywood door. But instead of like unlocking it or anything, as he like chatters onto you, you see him pull out, it's a little blue and white finger prick, like used to measure, to draw blood for diabetes tests. And he pricks his finger with it and smears a quick sigil on the plywood. And the door flashes with light and then goes dim and the blood's gone. And he opens the door like normal and it creaks a little. And you see this little back office decorated in strings and thread with like a little mobile star chart hanging from the corner. And he goes, "So, how can I help?" Noah Guerra, by the way, head witch at your service.
Can I ask, would I recognize that sigil or anything?
The sigil that he used was a very simple warding sigil. It's essentially an extra layer of basically a magical lock. It's not going to prevent the door from being broken down, but it's that little bit of extra protection. A lot of spell magic users use it just to, you know, lock their door at home and whatnot. So it's the way he used it was clearly to unlock some sort of ward.
Could I say that my character knows that spell?
You absolutely know that
Okay,
spell.
excellent. Cool.
It's like spells 101,
Yeah.
how to make a ward.
Yep.
And he goes, "So, strange, unusual. You're looking for the real stuff?"
I'm
The
assuming
real
all the stuff in the front is complete.
Oh,
bollocks.
total nonsense.
Yeah.
Well, are you?
Couldn't you tell?
Yeah, he looks at you. It's fine. What can I help you with?
Well, I was going to go on a whole spiel about how we're here for the Sunflower Festival, but I don't think we really need to do that. Something peculiar is going on in town, yeah?
Yeah, you could say that. 11 people missing in 3 months is pretty peculiar.
11 people.
That's
Yeah.
remarkable.
No wonder you're down in the dumps.
Yeah, the whole town's worried. We're meant to have the Sunflower Festival, it's tomorrow, but we're unsure if it's still going ahead. The mayor's still on the fence about it. It's like a whole thing.
Do you know any of them personally?
He like
The missing people,
he gets
not the
a
mayor.
bit of a look on his face. And he goes, maybe one or two. They're like, it's a small town. We know everyone. And you feel the wires in your pocket.
Ooh.
I'm sorry to hear that. And I give almost a knowing glance over to the others.
I think I'll step forward and be like, any particular demographics we're looking at here for the people missing? Young, old?
Full spread. A few farmers, firefighter.
Anyone by the name of Evelyn?
The mayor's daughter?
Oh, she hasn't been kidnapped yet, has she?
No.
Oh, it's one of those visions.
Sorry, what?
Yeah. Had a little bit of a tip-off that might be happening in, I would assume, given how those visions usually go for dear old Maggie, 24 hours.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's... Sorry, visions.
Unrelated. I want to call it now. The scarecrow on the billboard, totally what we're looking for. Is there like a cryptid scarecrow that's kidnapping people in the sunflower fields?
Mr. Patches? No, he's our town mascot.
Mr. Patches!
Well,
Definitely
his
Mr.
name's
Patches.
Sunny Patches. Diane's daughter named him. But
Does he
Diane.
actually exist?
Oh, Diane. The scarecrow exists.
Yes.
But he's a logo. He's a symbol. He's not, real.
Where is he located, the actual scarecrow?
Probably. You can get any number of dolls of him, but the original scarecrow is probably on Diane's farm still. No, Mr. Patches is not.
Of course not.
I get the feeling you don't believe me.
It's more just, it seems,
Are you those hunters?
What? Yes.
The Hunters Incorporated, the that group.
Absolutely.
Where is your job application link? I've been looking and I cannot find it anywhere on the internet. It's all, charities or legal defenses, and I don't have any qualifications because I live in a back-end town in the middle of nowhere.
From what I understand, if you just start posting magic secrets online, they'll find you.
I run a curiosity shop. It's...
Yeah. Oh, true. It probably just all seems part of the parcel. I suppose we can put in a good word, but that would be if you could assist us.
Give me your hand.
Oh boy.
Can you roll to manipulate someone?
Sure. Can I ask, before that, as a grifter, when I'm about to manipulate someone, I can first ask the keeper, what will convince this person to do what they want?
Ooh.
You don't have to be completely full, but you
I
have to
need
be
to be
honest.
honest, yeah. But he wants pretty much exactly what he said. If you show, in front of him, show him, the application process, or tell your boss, here's someone, he'd be more inclined to help you with what you want.
Okay.
As he rolls, he takes your hand very curiously.
I hold his hand and I draw a sigil on it and I say, there's the website link. The application form is there.
This is a basic cobweb room.
Damn, he got me.
Is that are you making a web pun? Are you a spider witch? Is that your whole deal? See, I want to be like a green witch because I like botany, and I know it's with how weird the sunflowers have been recently. It's that whole thing.
What do you mean the sunflowers have been weird?
What's the result?
Got an 8.
8.
Partial success.
So yeah, they will do what you ask if you can do something to prove that you mean it, and you know exactly what that is.
Yep.
Yeah, the whole thing. Don't worry about it. It's I'd be happy to help if you talk to a guy who talks to a guy who talks to a gal who gets me a job.
Of course, yeah. As long as you can assist us. Think about it as what you could put on your resume: assisting active hunters in an investigation and preventing the mayor's daughter from being kidnapped by, I would assume, still going to say it, Mr. Patches, would be a very good start.
His eyes light up and start to glimmer. He goes, so what you need. And as he says that, we're going to cut. The two of you, plus Quinn, who's taking some B-roll of the town, come up to a fairly normal-looking bar. It's the sign over the top says "Bottled Sunshine," and as you open the door, again that little ding. It's old enough that it still has that analog entry bell. You see a fairly nice-looking bar. It probably faux oak, not. It's probably painted plywood, but it looks nice enough. And behind the bar, you see a guy currently in deep discussion with someone in that sort of khaki sheriff's police officer outfit you'd expect from this sort of area. And the guy behind the bar like looks up and just nods at you and gets back to talking with this person.
We shall.
We approach the bar, but not too close to the sheriff.
As you approach the bar, he like glances at you two, goes, I'll be right back, walks over and goes, what can I get you? Can I see some ID?
Yes, you don't want to see my ID?
Sure, you look barely a day over 200.
Yes. I open up my purse and some flyers come out. I just hand you this like piece of paper.
It crumbles to dust in his hand and goes, fair. Checks yours. Okay, yeah, what can I get you?
I would like 4 shots of whiskey, please.
Absolutely, ma'am. And for the young gentle,
Whatever's on tap is easy.
great. And he goes over and he pours a drink, puts it down, pours you 4 shots of whiskey very curiously, just lines them up in front of you.
I take one of the shots, down it, and then the rest of them I put it in my crucifix flask with the Jesus head that comes off that I sip out of.
He sees you do that, and he just goes, tourists. And he goes back to his conversation with the sheriff, unless you decide to, you can talk to him, or you can, there's a few other people in this bar.
How many other people are in the bar?
Middle of the day, most people are at work. You see a few people here. There's like a young woman with like vibrant green hair in the corner who's tapping away on a little laptop. There is this sort of older woman sitting staring at like a stack of paperwork just with concern. She's got like a half-drunk pint next to her. Those are probably the 2 like main people you see here.
That's
Other than the bartender and the sheriff.
As Mads is looking around, do I see anything strange that's not within this realm?
Yes. I say even Marco, you can sort of notice it once you see Mads has spotted something. On the side of like the bar, there's like a little tray, and normally it would be like, bar peanuts, but it's sunflower seeds, salted sunflower seeds, as to be expected. But as you look at that, you hear like crunching, tiny little nibbling. And you look a little bit further, and in a small disused corner, looks like it's been forgotten by even the bartender. You see this tiny little, like 2 menus stacked against each other to form a little tent. And beneath it, you see a shadow munching away at some sunflower seeds. And you know immediately, like, that's weird. That's strange, even.
Yeah.
That's strange.
I'm going to go over, investigate.
Quinn, get this on camera. I'll grab a camera.
Okay,
I just kind of like follow Maggie with the camera.
get it on camera, he says, as he takes my camera from me. He pulls out a second camera from his bag. The 2 of you go over, and you go to this little tent house menu thing. Do you make any noise to like let it know you're there, or?
I'm just going to knock knock.
The munching stops, and you hear, no one home.
Oh, no one's home. I guess we can just come on in then.
Well,
What?
I mean, someone home. That door locked.
Oh, okay. Well,
There's no door. In case that needed to be said.
from where we're positioned, can we see?
You get a bit of a better look, especially now that you know what you're looking for. And in the shadows of this menu house, you see your first thought is roadkill.
Oh.
Your second thought is a rat that's died in a glue trap months ago. Your third thought is, it's actually kind of cute. It is this tiny little hairless creature. Its head is about 50% of its body size, with one overlarge black eye and about 3 milky white ones. It has 2 extended little rodent teeth that's munching on. That's like clearly halfway through munching on a sunflower seed, staring at you with its one big eye. Its lower body is uncomfortably thin, like a strong breeze would break every bone if it has them. And it has a long, like curling little rat tail with a tuft of fur at the end, the only fur on this hairless creature.
Yeah.
And it stares at you, paused.
I feel like you might know more about cryptids.
Have I
Would you?
come across anything like this before?
I'm gonna say this might be investigative mystery. Just to see. Actually, let's make this read a bad situation. It's not a bad situation, but I feel like that's more of an accurate move for you to take.
4. 3.
3.
Ooh.
You have no clue what this is. You have no clue. Probably dangerous, honestly. Quinn, like, getting the camera closer, says out loud, "What the fuck is that?" And from behind the bar, you see the bartender go, "You folks okay?"
Oh, yes!
Yeah, we're just finding a seat over here.
Yes, thank you.
He looks at, like, the area where you are, and there are no stools in that little section. Yeah, go ahead.
Maggie prefers a bit of a darker area, and I'll just duck off and like pull a stool over.
Yeah. I feel like nods. And is now sort of keeping an eye on you guys, which I'll say is the result of the nature of that all.
As
You're not in threat, but, you know, you've got a normal person looking at you.
Not a normal person.
And this little creature staring at you.
hello, my name is Maggie. What's your name?
Your name? Pauses. Munches on the sunflower seed a bit more. Seed crunch.
Seed Crunch. It's lovely to meet you, Seed Crunch. Those look delicious, those sunflower seeds. Oh, no, don't worry. I won't take any from you. So, do you live here?
Yes. Bottled sunshine is seed crunch. It's mine. All mine.
Beautiful. Do you have any friends?
No. Seed crunch only. Ate all siblings.
Oh, you ate all your siblings.
Munch, munch, munch.
So did I in the womb.
Frenzies.
Yes, yes. So, anything interesting happening around town? Anything that you've maybe overheard in this bar?
Seed crunch is everything. Seed crunch is huge. This creature has no ears. Seed crunch, good friend, keeper of secrets.
Ooh, interesting.
Munch, 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 munch.
Well, maybe some more sunflower seeds might persuade you.
His eye darts to the little bowl of sunflower seeds, darts to you. Seed crunch seeds.
Yes.
I'll be right back.
You take seed crunch seeds.
I mean, I don't take them. I give you more sunflower seeds for you to eat.
Can you roll to manipulate someone?
Can I help out by going to the bar?
Absolutely. Roll help out first then.
10.
I got an 8, so mixed.
Yep, so you get an extra +1.
10 minus, sorry, 9.
9, but you get that +1 from Marco, which makes it a 10.
Yay!
Yay!
As you go to the bar to get the sunflower seeds, you see this creature's form start to bloat
Ooh.
and grow a little bit. But as you bring the sunflower seeds over and you trying to placate this thing who's not used to being seen, the bloating stops. starts to retreat very slowly, and like suddenly with like the air of a mob boss in the middle of like a business deal goes, what do you want?
I want information.
Sea Crunch has many information.
Anything about anyone that's gone missing in this town?
A lot of people go missing. He points at the sheriff. His dad go missing.
Oh dear. When was that?
Oh, months ago. Sea Crunch not good at time. Not get much sun in here.
Do you know where they go missing?
All over. And he points to the bartender. His sister go missing. Everyone go missing. Everyone big sad.
Oh. Yes.
No, Sea Crunch happy.
I can see that.
Munch.
You're a sweet fellow.
Sea Crunch not called sweet before. If this creature could blush, it would. As it stands, his eye just gets a little bloodshot.
Anything you want to ask? Sea Crunch?
I will try and hand Sea Crunch another sunflower seed.
Yes. Tiny little emaciated. You were expecting like a mouse paw. This tiny human hand darts out of the shadows, grabs the seeds, drags it in. Munch.
In my mouth a little bit.
The bartender goes, "You right? Do you need like a sick back? Like, if you throw up on the bar, I will kick you out."
It's all good. Just
We're just
long
making
ride.
friends.
Bit of motion sickness.
Yes.
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 Weirdos.
Seed Crunch. Has anyone talked about why they think someone's gone missing in town here?
No specifics. All people go missing. No reason why. No rhyme, reason, cause. Just everyone go missing. People big sad. It's not one person. One person big happy.
Who is that?
Newcomer. 2 months. Man. Suit. Dick.
Is he the mayor?
Mayor girl. Sea Crunch not have gender, but Sea Crunch know what girl look like.
And
No, man, suit, new. Lewis? Lewis.
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 So this man who is happy in a suit
Big businessman.
arrived a few months ago.
Yes.
When did people start going missing?
A few months ago. Unrelated.
Of course, surely.
Surely.
Unrelated, that's yes. Thank you so much. You've helped so much.
Of course. Sea Crunch, happy to help.
Does
Friends of Sea Crunch?
yes, friends.
Thank you. He holds that little hand. It is a, again, human hand, just scaled down to the size of a mouse paw. It feels weird as he grabs it.
So
And you hear Quinn from behind you go, I'm going to delete this footage because I'm going to see it in my nightmares.
No. It's
No.
in your nightmares regardless.
No, hey.
You got it.
We're not putting this on the internet. I have a code of ethics. And Sea Crunch is totally ignoring you as he shakes her hand. Yes. You give Sea Crunch many sunflower seeds, Sea Crunch, in your tent.
Lovely. Well, it was lovely to meet you. I'm sure we'll hang out sometime again, but we must be off.
We must.
And as you go off, as a result of the fail and the mixed success, the bartender looks up and goes, "Hey guys, I know you're new to town, but you need to pay when you drink alcohol and eat my sunflower seeds."
Oh, of course. I just open up my purse.
This happens every time.
You know, don't worry about it. I'll just get out my wallet and put
Oh,
a 20 down on the bar.
Four shots
I
of fine.
put you both.
Sorry. Sorry.
I'll get another 2 out, so it's 60 total.
You're a dear.
Not a problem, Maggie.
What are you guys doing in town? You're here for the Sunflower Festival?
Yes.
In part, I'm actually on a bit of a business trip at the moment. A friend of mine, Lewis, is in town. Do you know where I can find him?
From where he's sitting on the bar, the sheriff spits on the ground. And the bartender friends of Lewis, huh?
You know how the business world is. Friends, competitors, really.
Can get him the fuck out of our town. Be a great idea.
We can certainly try.
You not a fan of his?
He's a dickhead. He's trying to take our livelihood.
Oh, is he trying to buy up the place?
Not the place, but like the area surrounding. It's listen, you're tourists. You don't need to worry about it. It's whatever.
Well, I did mention that not really a tourist, kind of here to, see what we can do to nudge him out. So if you know where we can find him, or potentially any inside scoop that might let me do that.
He looks you up and down. It's like gangly 20-something. Sure, he's probably either at the festival site or town hall. One of the two.
Excellent.
That's it. You want him to pay for the whiskey. It's another 20.
Dang.
I'll put both on the table. You owe me.
He
Yes.
takes it and pulls it away and goes
I
behind the
owe
bar
you.
and just sort of like looking at you guys. And from underneath the little tent, Sea Crunch goes, "Good luck. Don't go missing."
We won't.
And we cut back to the three of you in the back of the curio shop.
Whiskey's
On
expensive.
your very overpriced phone, Noah is going, no, Guerra. Guerra. It's not that hard.
Well, Irish?
Spanish. Jesus. Okay. Alright. It's fine. You know what? Send me the link. My email is... They've hung up. Okay. Alright.
I'll call back. It's just me, they don't like me.
Yeah, that's fine.
Do you want me to try?
Okay, we can deal with that
guys.
later. What can I help with? I always want to be part of the hunt.
Any information, you've obviously provided some about people going missing, but any more information, any peculiarities around town? And given this is an actual curio shop now, anything in here that could help? I'm willing to pay.
So when you say pay, his eyes light up a little
Sort
bit.
bills, I'm willing to pay, trust me.
He goes, there are a few curios in here. As for information, sunflowers have been growing weirdly recently. All over the place, but it's been affecting like the sunflower output, and it's been a bit hard to get, the farm ready for the sunflower maze and the festival and all that sort of stuff, and it's like a whole thing. Can you roll in, let's say, I want to say, let's just do act under pressure, but you add your sharp instead of your cool, because you are investigating and trying to find something useful.
8.
8. You find something that like catches your eye. It's this rusty little like hand scythe, where the like handle has been worn away with time, and it's pockmarked with little like insect bore holes. But you recognize that immediately of like, that's a magic weapon right there. And yeah. That's a mixed success, so we'll get to that bit later.
I'm going to grab it, it's going to give me tetanus.
Noah,
True curse, lockjaw.
who is this Diana you speak of?
Oh, Diane. She's the head of Sunshine County Flowers. She's like the head honcho of the farm. She's honestly a great lady. She's been helping out with sunflower festivals. She's been like, when I had concerns about how the sunflowers have been growing, she's been like really helpful with that. Yeah, bit sad recently, but
She's a mayor as well, or is that a different person?
different person.
What's the mayor's name?
Mayor is Mayor Olivia Haymore. It's Diane Lee, Olivia Haymore. L-I, if you're writing that down. She's
Are they friendly with each other?
yeah, I'd say they're fairly friendly. Olivia was really like helpful to Diane when the accident happened.
The accident?
What
It's like a
accident?
whole thing. About a year ago, Diane's husband and daughter, a tragic tractor accident. I don't know the specifics, but Diane was pretty torn up for a while. But she's held it together. She's keeping the farm up and running, which is good considering that's like our town's main source of income.
This tractor accident, did it happen on the festival site?
Well, it happened on her farm, which is where the festival's happening, but not on the site. Diane's not, that moored down by sadness or anything. No, she's been doing well. I think she's mostly over it.
All right. And Evelyn was Mayor Olivia's.
Olivia's daughter. Yeah.
Right.
She's probably about. She'd be turning 12 in September.
Okay.
So next month.
So she's 11 right now.
Yeah.
There's 11 people missing.
Yeah. 11's not exactly like a magic number or anything, so.
You don't know that.
I don't
Don't get started on number theory.
I'm a hedge witch. I know what I'm talking about. You've got 3, 7, 13, and then it just sort of all numbers are useless after
You
that.
don't even know about number 63.
What the? Okay.
But what you're saying is
Take your brains later.
we're 2 away from quite a magic number with the missing people.
I guess it's like distant looking inside.
Yeah.
I guess. Oh.
Yep.
Fuck.
Look, that hand scythe looks very lovely. I'd like to purchase that.
Oh, yeah, that will be 300.
Fantastic. Pull out a wallet. It's very big.
Just very thick. And as you do, you're like, did I say 300? I meant 5.
Put another 50. I don't give him 500. I'll put another 50 in.
He takes it and goes, yeah, yours, go for it.
Fantastic.
I, Noah Guerra, hedge witch, bequeath this item to you. May your fortune lie with it. And he, yeah.
Do I need to say
Takes the
anything?
money, tucks it. No, you're good.
Fantastic. And I'll grab it with like a cloth. Oof.
Your hand prickles in through the cloth as you like stash it away very
Cursed.
very gently.
Do you feel that doing a sunflower maze is a bit in poor taste with people missing?
Well, I think that's what they were saying. They're not sure if the
Yes.
festival's going to go ahead with all the people.
Well, I mean, the festival itself's been going on for like the past week or so, but like the main event tomorrow, that's what Olivia's really worried about.
What's
So.
the main event? Is the main event the maze?
Oh no, crowning of the Sunflower Queen.
Oh, of course.
I'll be
How
honest.
could I?
I understand that you need to help out.
I think I remember reading something about that.
Got to lead with crowning the Sunflower Queen.
Sorry, I thought I'm new to this whole hunter thing. I don't know what you guys like research beforehand and all that sort of stuff.
Well,
How do
That's
you
our
enter the
researcher.
competition?
You be under 13 years of age. It's for like the elementary school
Damn.
kiddos. And Queen's like a gender neutral title. We had a few guys in the running last year. Before,
Naturally.
you know. But yeah, no. Evelyn's actually a winner this year, so like she's already been decided she's taking crown tomorrow.
When tomorrow will she get
I
crowned?
don't know. It's probably about sunsets when they normally do it. It's a harvest moon tomorrow, so we're gonna have like a lot more, light on the field. So we're planning to have like a cool little sunset dusk type celebration, and yeah, it should be good.
And these children, they're not left alone, are they?
Not any more than normal children.
I don't know what normal children do in places like this.
You know what?
No.
I'm getting that.
yeah, not really from America. The crown, is it a repeat item or is it made every year?
No, it's like a flower crown. It's
Oh.
like nothing exciting. It's not even made of sunflowers, which is stupid. But I mean, I guess it would be a bit hard to make a crown out of sunflowers.
Made from recent sunflowers?
I mean, yeah, probably.
So the
Few
ones
petals
that-
would be.
Currently been growing, strangely.
Oh shit! Yeah. Yeah, it would.
Starting to add up, isn't it? Look, I'm not really one for researching all of this, but I feel like we're getting a pretty good grip of what's going on. Strange
Yeah.
sunflowers growing. I'm still on the Mr. Patches train, but clearly something's going to go down.
Mr. Patches is not possessed. Mr. Patches is a logo. Like, come on.
These disappearances, how did they know where they disappeared?
Well, I mean, it's last time they were seen, and then of course the bodies are usually found.
Where?
I mean, around the place where.
Where
they
around the
disappeared.
place?
Like, I don't know. I'm not the sheriff. I don't deal with the morgue or the investigations or anything. I run a curiosity shop. I help with the festival preparations.
Near
I
the
do some
sunflower
hedge
field?
magic.
Did you say bodies?
Yeah.
They go missing and then they're found.
Yeah, well, some have been found, some haven't. It's honestly like a toss-up, which is which.
States of decay, anything like that?
Not really. Not that I can imagine. Just I think the sheriff's words were barely recognizable.
How so?
I don't know. I didn't read the coroner's report.
Maybe we need to go talk with the sheriff or go to the mall.
Yes.
I thought sunflower. Oh, tell you what. I know how I can help. I can go to the sunflower field. I can go to the festival site. I can do my witchy stuff. Keep it safe for you guys to show up later.
What if it's not safe for you?
Oh, that sounds
I'm a
fantastic.
hedge witch. I can handle myself. It's fine.
Cad, they're a hedge witch. They'll be fine.
Yeah, but that's hedges, not sunflowers.
You do make a good.
I'm sure they'll be okay. You can tell when someone's lying, right?
How trained are
Oh, yeah.
you?
Every time he says they're going to be okay, the bundle of lies.
How
More
trained are you in your magic? How trained are you in your magic?
I mean, I don't want to brag, but I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good at what I do.
Look, another set of hands couldn't hurt in this moment.
Listen, if you want me to stay out of trouble, I can just do some basic wards. It'll be fine. I'll stay out of trouble and away from creepy voices.
You do that.
Yes.
Creepy voice.
Okay? Okay. All right. Please get out of my shop. I need to lock up.
One last question before we go.
Yeah, absolutely.
Were those bodies found near the sunflower fields?
Well, I mean, considering we're surrounded by sunflower fields, yeah. Like, yeah, pretty much. Exclusively either in the fields or on the edge of the fields, but like, yeah.
Thank you for your time.
Of course.
Bye-bye now.
Okay, please get out of my shop so I can lock up and do cool hunting, witching things.
See you.
See you, losers.
As he looks up, and Noah doesn't seem to have a car, so he just sprints down the street in the direction of what you assume to be the farm.
As long as they don't end up getting added to the pile of barely recognizable bodies.
I'd say they have a slightly higher percentage chance than a regular mundane.
As you guys exit your various places of business, you notice that the sun has got a bit lower in the sky. It's probably about like early mid-afternoon, not quite dusk yet, but it's getting a little later in the day. As you walk to wherever you're going, you manage to find a convening spot, sort of out front of a nondescript coffee place that I don't know if I'm allowed to say the brand name of. It's a chain. We all know what it is. And Quinn goes, yeah, do you guys get anything useful? We talked to a rat.
A rat?
Excuse me?
Yeah, let me show you the
A
video.
rat.
It's pretty hectic.
Show them the video.
Show me the
And I
video.
put it on replay and I show them the
It's horrific.
the ugly fucking rat thing.
That's
Oh, it's like
beautiful.
every chihuahua.
Their name is Seed Cruncher. Yeah.
Murray, you recognize this as a brownie.
I'm sorry, I was so confused. You said Murray? I was like, who's Murray?
Mariella. That's how you totally pronounce it.
Yeah,
Mariella.
Murray.
Mari.
Yeah.
You recognize this as a brownie.
What's brownie?
It's a small little house spirit. Mostly common in like Europe, England. But they're like, you know, they do household chores, and if you leave out a little
them.
tray of milk or seeds or snacks, they're good. And if you don't, then they're likely to turn into a boggart.
Yeah,
and
yep.
break shit.
So like from Spiderwick.
Of course.
Spiderwick got it from folklore, but yeah. It's like
Yeah.
Originally from Spiderwick.
Yeah,
Sorry.
No, yeah.
That's
Spiderwick
this-
invented.
No, yeah. But
Yeah. So that's you recognize as a brownie.
That's a brownie.
Oh,
Of course.
lovely.
Yes, they are quite lovely. Good thing it didn't turn into a boggart.
You hear Quinn go, I'm not falling asleep. Okay. Right. So we talked to a rat. You
Talk to a witch.
like
All in a day's work.
I got this.
like a
Scythe.
It's next to your gun.
I'm really careful. I don't want this to stab me. But I think it's actual magic.
You've wrapped in like a few different layers of cloth, and even so, you can see like a tiny little rust stain on one of the like a very expensive handkerchief you've wrapped it in.
In fact, I'm probably going to shoot people. Does anyone else want to use this?
Sure.
Oh,
Are you sure? I think this would suit you perfectly.
Old woman
as
with
I
a
look at this,
sickle.
do I see weird stuff around
Is
it?
it cursed? Do I have to try and cleanse it?
Can you read a bad situation for me?
Can I assist in some way? Because I would like to know if I'm going to get cursed by this.
We'll see what the outcome of the roll is first.
That is 7
plus sharp.
9. Yeah, 9.
9, yeah, absolutely. You can roll help someone out. If you succeed,
Be a 10.
yeah.
Help out is cool, right?
Yes.
I got no cool.
You are
Break.
lame.
6.
6.
Negative.
You can ask me a general question about the scythe or your surroundings, or I can just give you a bit of flavour if you like.
Give me some flavour.
Absolutely. Jack, as you're displaying this hand scythe, you don't notice it at first, but you do. The very expensive monogrammed handkerchief that Jack's wrapped this in has eroded almost, like it's decayed away, and so has a little patch of Jack's shirt, and a tiny bit of skin has a tiny nick in it.
Who's Nick?
Hello, Nick.
Cad dies.
Very cat.
But as you look at it, you hear a very familiar, not quite a cawing noise, but a sound. And you look up, and there is a small little omen floating around Jack's head. And you recognize it not as an omen of doom, but as an omen of plague. And this omen, as it circles and circles, it looks like a crow, but almost two-dimensional in this three-dimensional space, and horrifically emaciated. And as this spirit tries to find a place to land, you watch it fly down and down, and it sits on the head of a sunflower off to the side, just past the city limits where you stand, and it's staring directly at Jack until it looks down, and the sunflower closes like a fly trap. No one else sees this. But as you look back at Jack and look back at the sunflower as normal.
Jack, my dear,
Yep.
why on earth did you buy that blasted thing?
Well, it's magical and arcane, and we have no clue what yet defeats the thing that's kidnapping people. I thought it could be useful to stab something.
Well, you might want to put that somewhere that's not touching you, because you can see, look, your pocket's decaying, and
Oh.
your skin.
Oh.
Oh dear.
It's-
Quinn, take this.
Oh no.
Like, hands up, takes a step back, and he stops. Where are you? I can't see anything. Quinn looks at you guys. Please tell me.
Did he say that?
No. That was a voice from the sunflowers, from the fields. It looks at you guys and goes,
We'll have
everyone,
that.
okay, cool, I'm
Right.
not going crazy.
What the?
Oh.
And then a pair of hands.
Absolutely
with two
not.
many-
Oh.
Absolutely
A pair of
not.
hands what?
A pair of hands, one with too many fingers, and one
AI?
you see has
The real enemy.
split down the corner. So it is two grasping appendages,
Oh.
one with 4 fingers and one with a sharp hook.
Oh.
Grabs Quinn by the shoulders and drags him into the sunflowers.
No, Quinn! Oh my god.
Can I run and try and grab a limb or something?
Yeah.
Act under pressure.
Oh my
How
god.
far from the edge of the sunflowers are we?
You
What's act under
guys,
pressure?
I'd say like
Plus
where you
cool.
convened was sort of edge of like city limits almost, near the curio shop. Near where you parked at the motel basically.
Oh my god.
And Quinn's like, in stepping back from the scythe, has strayed off the road and a little bit too close to the sunflowers. What'd you get?
6.
Unless anyone wants to help out.
Yep, I'll
I
help
get to
out.
make okay, yeah, roll to help out. If you fail, this is going to be real bad for both of you.
It's 2, yeah? 2.
2d6,
Yeah,
yes,
cool.
and help out is plus cool.
6, 7, 8.
8, okay. So, you get a +1, so you both get a mixed success, but you also expose yourself to trouble or danger.
That's in the job description.
Good news.
Well,
You grab
dang.
Quinn, Bad news.
Oh, no.
The rest of you watch as Mariella and Cad are dragged.
I've got him! Oh, he's got me!
I'll turn to you and I'll, like, with the second hand, gently turn to you, like, do you want this to save your understudy? I'm going for this.
I just ignore that and I pull out a stun gun
I'll rush in.
and run.
As you rush in, our camera pans to an overhead and we look as this strange train of hunters chasing and hunters being pulled. The three of you are holding tightly to each other. You've each managed to grab one of Quinn's hands as you're pulled, leaves battering your face through this sunflower field that gets taller and wider and brighter. And suddenly you're all pulled into a clearing, and you manage to tug Quinn free, and the hands disappear. And you look around and you realize that you're in a long corridor clearing, like a maze.
Oh my god.
And you hear, I can't find the exit. Babe, where are you?
These are the people who are missing. They've all been stitched together. It's my bet.
What the fuck is that?
Oh, I thought we were running after them.
You're running after them, but you haven't caught up to them yet.
Sure.
Where are you?
The three of you are like, Quinn's breathing heavily. He's like scrambling at his shirt. And you see like, there are small little puncture wounds, but it looks fine for now.
Quinn, are you okay?
I'm not getting paid enough for this.
Can I
I'm gonna have words with Marco about my contract.
Can I roll to heal him?
I'd say it wouldn't necessarily need to be a roll. His wounds are mundane enough and simple enough that you can stop them from bleeding fairly easily. They're
Okay.
not like magical wounds or particularly vicious ones that need. It seems like they were more grabbing than attacking.
Gotcha.
It's so dark. And you hear that voice, but it's coming from a different part of the field.
Okay, could I banish a spirit or curse?
Are you wanting to use magic?
Yes.
Absolutely. Roll plus weird for it.
Oh my god. Sorry, I don't know where this cough is coming from.
And can you describe how you're doing this for me?
7, 8, 9.
9, yeah. Can you describe how you're doing this for me?
I take out my spider.
Your tiny little spider.
My tiny little
Quinn
spider.
recoils like, Jesus fuck!
He won't bite.
I don't trust it.
Well, he's dead. So.
Still don't trust it!
Okay. I take out my spider, I turn it around and I say, go fetch! And then put my hand down on the ground and it comes to life and scuttles off
So
to go and find the...
On a 9,
Thingy.
use magic, you're planning to banish a spirit or curse from a person, object, or place it inhabits. Is that what you're trying to do?
Yes.
It does have a glitch because you rolled a mixed success. So
Dang.
you can either if the effect is weakened, the
Yes.
effect is of short duration. You take 1 harm if you the magic draws immediate unwelcome attention, or has a problematic side effect.
I'm going to say short duration.
Short duration. You hear as rustling occurs and shakes things off. And Spider comes scurrying back to you, immediately like de-animating the second it touches your hand, and you feel like a sharp stabbing pain in your finger where it's drawn blood to fuel the magic. And Quinn goes, Did that work? Are we safe? Are we good? And as you ask that question, we cut to you three. You burst into a clearing, and it's a long, narrow corridor with 2 right turns a right and left turn on either side of you. You don't see your friends, and you hear a voice just, take her, not me. Take her, not me. And you, in the corner of your vision, seemingly being chased by something, you see this human figure. Running is the wrong word. Shambling isn't either. It's a mix. This thing is moving with fear and desperation but it's not moving in a way that looks recognizable. And it bursts into the corridor of this maze and looks around in fear. And as it looks around and looks at you, you see the face of a young woman, East Asian descent, hair tied into a small ponytail. She's wearing muddied scrubs, overalls, what looks like painter's scrubs, that are stained with various reds and yellows. But what's getting you is that the more you look at her, the more it's wrong. Her right hand has 8 fingers on it in like a radial fractal, getting smaller as they go. Her left hand is split in half into that familiar double hooked, and you realize the split goes down to her mid-forearm. Her apron has pockets that have pockets that have pockets, so spiraling inward fractal on themselves. The paint splashes are recognizably splashes, but in no physical way they could have fallen. And her face, for a moment you think she has 3 eyes, but then you look closer and realize there are 2 eye sockets. But her right eye has 2 pupils, 2 irises, nestled next to each other, overcrowding that socket. Her nose has widened and shrunk in on itself to an almost exaggerated comical proportion. And when she opens her mouth, it stretches too wide, and you see teeth within teeth within teeth, all the way down until your eyesight can't pick them out anymore. And this creature stops, stares at you.
Taine, isn't that you?
And shambles towards you.
With this hand sight in my hand, I don't know how much of the human is left inside of this thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to try and speak calmly to it. And she's like, yes, darling, it's me, don't worry. Just why don't we just turn it down for a second, get nice and relaxed. And I'm going to try, as honeyed words drip from my mouth in a way that's too relaxing, in a way that's almost unnerving, go try and soothe it. But I don't know if this is a someone anymore.
You try to riz the monster?
Yeah. I'm the bard of the party.
This is definitely act under pressure to me.
Oh my god.
Roll those cool for me.
Okay.
I won't go into any more detail
Sure.
until I know the result.
Oh, should I count that?
No, in the dice tray, please.
7.
7. This, whatever this was, it's not human anymore.
Oh.
And as it clambers towards you, you realize it's not human. And it realizes that you've got a weapon. So it diverts from you. And I'm gonna ask you to make a hard decision. Who does it go for?
The old woman!
Which one of you has a gun?
I have effectively a taser.
And you have...
I have a revolver in my purse.
Frick.
It goes for Maggie.
Maggie, this creature diverting from the side, you see with your second sight, this spiraling fracture of its existence extends past its physical form. But before you can do a spooky read on it, you are tackled to the ground and you take 2 harm. As this thing just, from the impact of it, lands on you and knocks you flat. And it says, "Oh, there you are. You're not Lydia." And its face begins to peel apart like a blooming flower. We cut back to you guys. First of all, do any of you scream?
I think I scream.
You hear a woman screaming in the far distance.
That's Maggie.
Max.
Yeah.
We run towards
We need to
it.
find her.
Quinn, let's go.
Quinn, you're still holding him by the hands and you run off.
I'm kind of not hobbling, but I'm not as fast because of my leg.
I want to say, I don't know if I want Yeah, you're running off.
Let it be a roll.
Let it be a
There
roll.
are turns and twists ahead of you, and you realize that somehow you've been dragged into this sunflower maze, and you can hear similar voices all around you, but you're not quite sure where they are. So I'm going to ask one of you to act under pressure, and one of you to help out.
Can you act under pressure? I'll help.
Okay.
I will also say whoever's acting under pressure, if you fail the roll, you will be in primary danger.
Okay.
Danger from what? I don't know.
No.
Let's go 12.
Hell yeah. You don't even need to worry.
Okay, good.
Literally
That
two
was
sixes.
Like, that was a
I'm
two.
fine.
You watch as you're running. You feel Mariella like pull ahead a little bit,
Oh.
and you look at her, and the wires in your pocket twist and tremble in recognition. And for a moment, a brief moment, you see strands of spider web extending out from her and from her hair, tying her and expanding out into the universe. And you can see it for a brief moment, and you see it, but you don't realize it. There is one string that you are following directly to the heart. And as this creature jumps on you and you scream, within moments, you feel this tug at the center of your being, and Mariella, Cad, and Quinn burst around a corner, and Quinn goes, "What the fuck?" And yeah.
As they come around the corner, so this thing is like over Maggie, I'm just gonna like run up and try and like just kick the shit out of it to get it off.
Can you roll to kick some ass for me?
Kick the shit.
That's plus tough.
Oh my god.
We're a very tough one.
A 4?
Oh, buddy. Oh, no. Oh, buddy. You go to kick this thing, and tell you what, you successfully kick it. You get it right in its midsection. The ribs fracture around your leg and clamp, holding you in place. And you feel them dig in as you take to harm from these bones digging into your leg. And Quinn goes, "Marco!" And he runs over and fucking tackles this creature to the ground. It's starting to struggle. You are freed. You are no longer pinned down. Quinn is now in immediate danger as you hear more of these voices getting closer.
There's a lot of them.
How close are Kat and Mariella to Maggie?
As close as you need to be.
Okay, can I run over to Maggie and heal her?
If you want to do that in the middle of combat, absolutely.
No.
That's how you're trying to heal her.
No, now you got me. Now you got me second guessing myself.
How are you trying to heal her, Andy? How are you trying to heal her? Mariella.
I'm going to run over to Maggie. I'm starting to regret my decision. I'm going to run over to her, and I'm going to take out Spider, and I'm going to place it on her injury, and cobwebs just start appearing.
Roll
and
use magic for me.
yes, thank you. Oh my god. Okay.
As this is happening, are any of you trying to do anything?
I have an idea. I don't know.
Hey!
Does that count? Sure. 6 and a 2. 6, 7, 8. 9, 10.
Look at that.
Give it to me.
Allow it for now. So
Please.
So
I mean,
you
I
were
can-
trying to heal one arm from an injury?
Yes.
Wonderful. You feel spiders crawling all over your skin, every inch of you covered or uncovered by clothes. But as this little spellbook spider scurries off where this creature has attacked you, you see that your wound has been stitched shut
Yay.
with spider web. That's... You're not going to think about that right now.
I was thinking
it's
it's made of cobwebs.
Thank you, dear. I think.
In the meantime,
No
this
worries.
creature rolls over and just starts laying into Quinn.
Oh, Quinn.
I have two things I want to do. One of them's more flavorful, and one of them's something I actually want to do.
Okay.
The first
Tell
one
me
is...
the action first, we can tie in the flavour.
The action is, I don't think I'm going to be able to make particularly good use of this scythe, even if I'm behind it trying to decapitate it. They said a name, Lydia. I want to, there is something that you can do with magic which says observe another place or time. I'd like it to observe another place or time, and I'd like it to see Lydia elsewhere to give us time to go.
That's clever.
Okay.
And I'm kind of, yeah.
And the flavour?
The flavour was the fact that I don't think I can use the scythe very well. I don't know if it'll help Quinn, but I'd like to chuck the scythe to Quinn.
We're going to make that two separate things.
Yeah.
That's
I thought it
so
would be
much
something.
sexier than what I was going to do.
Can you roll use magic?
Certainly, yeah.
Plus weird.
Awful, terrible, dreadful.
Would you have?
It would be a 5, which would be a complete failure.
Yeah, you do have luck.
I do have luck. I might spend luck to make a 12.
Wonderful. And you're trying to get this creature to observe Lydia.
Lydia is elsewhere, far away.
Maggie, you're used to visions. And so sometimes you pick up on the visions of others. As this creature is about to dig into Quinn's chest, it freezes. And you flash back. You see these, not two girls, this girl that you're holding hands with, the love of your life, Lydia. She looks at you, she smiles at you, wide and bright. You can see you've got your own little portable painting stations, and you're painting this picturesque view from the top of a small hill of the sunflower fields and Sunshine County in the distance. And Lydia is staring at you with this look of utter adoration. And then vision blurs, and you're running through a sunflower field, holding each other's hands, and it blurs again, and it's midnight, and you see the almost full moon above you, and you hear this creature screaming, like, it's some sunflowers, they can't hurt you. And you know that Lydia is being hunted by this thing, and in this terrified, shaky voice you are whispering, take her, not me, take her, not me, take her, not me. And you snap back to your body as this creature, teardrops drift down its face, splitting and splitting and splitting into arcing lightning fractal patterns as it's frozen. And you hear it, take her, not me, Lydia. And it's totally frozen.
Cool, I'm going to take a gun out, cock it, put it against its head, and gesture for Quinn to take its head off.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I'm not even going to make you roll for that, because you used a luck point. Quinn, panicking, grabs a scythe, and in a swift, interconnected movement, you pull your trigger the second he swings the scythe. The creature falls on him. Head gone, body still twisted. The head rolls off and into the sunflowers. As blood starts to pool on Quinn, and it goes, ew, 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 get it off, get it off.
Pull them off. Pull them out from
Pulls it
underneath.
off, he goes, okay.
Let's go.
I take a few quick pictures as we run back.
Really, dude! And the six of you run off. Quinn grabs your hand, Marco, and does not let go. As the six of you run down these sunflower fields, and you break into this wide sort of, not so much a clearing as there are just no sunflowers planted beyond this point. But you see in the distance, there's a large silo and a shed and a few different homesteads and equipment. And off to the side of that, you see a Ferris wheel and stalls and people trying their best to look happy. Although a few have noticed you now and are looking at the blood and damage in mild bits of alarm as you have seemingly stumbled onto the festival site.
I'll put the gun away before we get through here.
Yeah.
Quinn, holding the scythe in his other hand, holding your hand, ice tight grip. And he goes, What the fuck were you thinking, Marco?
What the fuck was I thinking? I didn't do anything.
You can't hold your shit in a fight! Why do you think you can protect her? You always do this. You always put yourself in harm's way without thinking of what other people are going to care about.
Look, we all got out okay.
Oh, did we now? And he like lifts his shirt and you can see there are like a few gashes running down his chest. Yeah, alright. You're limping.
We will get into this festival site, we'll see who's there, and we'll see if we can get some help.
Fuck, I hate you. From your pocket you hear, liar. And yeah, the 6 year festival site. Quinn hasn't let go of you. Still that vice grip on your hand. It's up to you if you want to make him let go or not.
Could I use some magic to make us look not as shit as we currently look? Like,
I love this idea and I want to play with this idea. What does normal look like to Mariella Spinther, spider covered in cobwebs? Covered in cobwebs, wild-eyed,
Excellent question,
hair
Keeper.
looking particularly like, I don't know, it might have some cobwebs in it somewhere.
yeah, like any fabric that's been ripped has been sort of like haphazardly stitched back together, very obvious crisscrossy stitches. Hair's kind of clean from blood, but it's very tousled and like, you know, needs a bit of a comb. And let's say that everyone just looks a little bit like they need some sleep.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that.
But we look fine. There's no blood. We're just chill.
Roll weird for me.
You and your double sixes today.
Double sixes. I'm genuinely not kidding. That's a 14.
It's not the sensation of spiders scuttling on you, which is good. It's good. It's great. It's not as bad as it could be. You know that sensation when you walk through a cobweb that you didn't realize was there? And no matter what you do, you can't seem to like shake it off? Yeah. All of you feel like you've just been draped in cobweb, but you don't look battle damaged. You just look like you've run through a sunflower maze and got a bit tussled in the process.
Got lost.
That's better. Now we look
Is
good.
someone still holding the sign?
Queen is still holding the scythe, except as part of the magic, it looks less overtly tetanus-inducing. Can you take one harm for me?
I will just kind of, I'll let him keep holding me and I'll just go in the direction of like the big silo.
Yeah. You go, it looks like there's like, it's part of the more farm aspects of this area. And as you get closer, you hear a voice call out, oh, sorry, actual farm's not for visitors. If you're here for the Sunflower Festival, it's that way. And you look, and there is this like tall, slightly wider built man. He's wearing like very much like farmer's gear. It sort of looks a bit like an outfit that he's put on for the occasion, but also a bit like an old work uniform. And he's looking at you like, I see you just came from the Sunflower Maze. How was it, folks?
As I approach, I would like to spend one of my holds of minor celebrity.
Beautiful. As you like approach the silo and he like approaches you to cut you off, he like looks over all of you and his eyes down back to you, goes, holy shit, you're Marco Summers, right?
In the flesh.
Oh, I'm a huge fan of your videos. My wife and I watch them all the time. They're like so good. I love the practical effects you use. It's like, I know it's all fake, but it looks so great. I'm a huge fan.
Thank you, I really appreciate it.
What are you doing here in our little town?
You know, we're in town, the Sunflower Festival, we thought these mazes are just beautiful, the videos, as you say.
Oh, already can't wait.
We've just been doing some filming in the sunflower fields. We're a bit worse for wear. Do you think maybe we could find a place to sit down for a bit?
Oh, yeah. Listen, there's first day 10. I can escort you there if you want.
That would be just what we need.
Patch you up. Can I get you anything to like drink? Any soda? We have orange juice.
Do you have whiskey? Or bourbon? Or tequila? even vodka?
No, unfortunately we couldn't secure like an alcohol license for the festival itself, but I think Theo might be coming around later with like some social drinks, so I can have a word with him and see if he can grab some for you.
That would be lovely, dear.
Do you have any apple juice?
Absolutely. And he leads you all to this first aid tent, and the entire time he's like, so the Bigfoot episode, I absolutely loved it. I gotta say, bringing in that like goat demon like you did, even though it was totally unrelated to Bigfoot, I think was just a really smart decision. And mention of goat demon, Quinn just flinches.
Quinn.
And it gets you all situated. Those of you who have taken mundane harm, so I think it's just you and Quinn can heal one more harm. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. I was going to say, as they're doing that, I'm definitely like, I'm not blind to what's happening. I'm going to check where the decay was to begin with. I'm assuming it's spread.
A little bit. It's
This is, how does doing magic in front of mundane people work? Is there like a
in
veil?
the world of Hunters Inc.,
Yeah.
there is a thing called the Veil, which is just
Oh, that's right, yeah,
fancy
yeah.
hiding magic shit from
Mask
people.
spread and everything, yeah.
But there are limits.
Sure.
And
So if I try to magically heal this, because it says I can
if you
try and
magically heal it without like
cure a disease or neutralize
plausible-
poison, so
Yeah, without a plausible like cover up.
I have penicillin in one hand, so I'm going, let's throw the
Hey, listen, if that's how you want to do it.
I see you inspecting
Silly
your wound,
folk.
and I will go up to this gentleman. What was your name? I didn't quite catch
Oh,
your name.
my name's Bennett Lane. I'm a manager at Diane's farm.
Well, it's lovely to meet you, man. Look, I think I need some more B-roll footage. So would you mind just like walking out here for me? I'd love to get some footage of the festival. And I
Eyes
will-
light up. And goes, yeah, absolutely. Do you want me to like explain the fest? And it's like as he
That'd be so great. And I'll
as
just
you
take
lead
him out
off,
of the.
Quinn seems to calm down a little bit. He's getting some recovery with you. Roll plus V8 for me.
Oh, well, can I first, because I've got time now and I'm on a time crunch, take
Yeah,
out
read your
the
grip one.
book. Yeah.
Easy.
Just
Roll plus V8.
pages.
Add plus 1.
Can I help?
We'll see what the outcome of this roll is first.
Never mind.
How was it?
You're getting double sixes a line. I just got snake eyes.
Ooh. Ooh.
So that's total is currently 5.
Yeesh.
So health won't change anything because it has to get to 7 for it to be a partial.
Oh,
Your
no.
body just decays and falls off.
Nothing happens.
Oh god.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
It's alright.
Chill now. It's fine.
be alright.
Dang.
Yeah.
I just want to say, you were really brave back there, dear.
Thank you. I didn't feel it. I just didn't want anything to happen to you guys.
I know, and I rest my hand.
That was a hesitation.
There you go, boy. Just on your face.
Okay. Your
Yes,
hand is so cold. Oh my god.
yes,
Your circulation's shit.
I know. My doctor said so.
Has your doctor given you your death certificate yet?
No,
Okay. I'm gonna get on that.
yeah,
Thanks.
yes.
And as Bennett's like giving you the tour, it's like Sunshine County Flowers, owned by Diane Lee.
Beautiful.
Supplied so much resources for the Sunflower Festival. Last year, Diane's daughter was to be crowned the Sunflower Queen. It's a big tradition we have here, you know. Actually, can we cut that bit? I don't want that on the internet. Diane probably wouldn't be happy with me.
Oh, of course.
Can I,
It's like
I'll,
place that recording.
takes a few steps back. Totally unnecessary. Sunflower Festival. Every year for a week we celebrate, you know, our way of life, our income, and we crown a Sunflower Queen at the end of the year, end of the week. Sorry, I'm not used to being in front of camera. I
It's
keep
okay.
messing up my lines.
You just act natural. Look, let me give you a few pointers. So don't look directly at the camera. Kind of look above. Just talk to me. Like just ignore that the camera's even there.
Eyes keep darting back down, despite the camera.
But you know, I think you know my type of content. You know what I like to make. You know, we have been in town because we've been hearing the sunflowers are growing really strange.
He looks a little low. I mean, I'm happy to talk with you. I know it's for your show, but I'm probably not on camera. If that's okay.
Oh, of course. Do you mind if I just take some notes then?
Yes. Sure. Yeah. Sure. No. Fine. Yeah. Dan will mind.
Yeah,
Yeah.
tell me a little bit more about how these sunflowers are growing strange.
Well, so there's this thing called fasciation. Noah can tell you all about it. He's a massive botany nerd. He helps out on the farm. He's been helping out with the festival. But fasciation is when something affects the sunflower, or any flower really, growing process. And so rather than dying or not growing, it grows incorrectly. You can. How about I just show you? And he like leads you over to like this sort of backstaging area, and you can see like a lot of cut sunflowers like bundled off and put in storage off to the side. And it's in one of like the farm sheds nearby the actual festival site.
Yeah.
And off to the side, he like pulls up a top, and you see a lot of still fresh sunflowers, despite you don't know when they were cut. But a lot of them have grown weirdly. One sunflower has an extra like circle of petals growing out from the inside. Another has grown, just continued to widen, so it's this wide rectangle almost of a sunflower. Another has grown so much that it's sort of curved in on itself and looks a bit like a mouth. And you can't help but think of the person that attacked you, the creature that attacked you.
Have these been growing in any particular area or anything like that?
I mean, these are all the stuff we harvested from the maze to make the maze, but it's been all over the place. It's nothing specific. It seems to be only affecting our farm. Diane had a word with some of the surrounding farms, and they haven't experienced anything like it. So it's probably something to do with the soil, or I don't know why I'm looking over there. I was just looking at my farming influence. Sorry, did you get that camera back out? Really, I get stage fright. I'm really.
No. It's still just like sitting in my truck. Actually, I didn't actually get a drink back in the first aid tent.
I am.
Would you mind if you?
So sorry. Yeah,
That's okay.
Come with me. I'll get you. Can I get you like soda or?
Yeah,
can I
just
get you
a
beer.
A beer would be lovely.
And rather than going back to the first aid tent, he goes to like a fridge off to the side and just pulls out like a beer, pops the cap, hands it to
As
you.
he turns around
Yes.
to do that, can I take photos of the weird something?
Absolutely. I know I'm going to make you roll for it. It's just you take a bunch of photos,
Yeah.
and yeah, you get a pretty good documentation of how all these different sunflowers have grown weirdly. I turn back, hands you the beer, just as you slip the camera away, and cut back to the first aid tent. You notice Noah. He's arrived at the festival site, and you can see he is in heated discussion with this shorter woman. He's like gesticulating wildly at the actual sunflower field, and you can see she's crossed her arms and is just staring him down, despite being like a full foot shorter. And as he's having this like heated conversation, he looks around, he looks up, and he makes eye contact with you.
With me?
Yeah. And he goes, "Hey, Mariella, Noah, no, this is Diane." Everyone's like turning to look. "This is Diane. She's like." He grabs Diane by the hand and starts leading you over.
I look around like, is he definitely talking to me?
Definitely. Yeah, Mariella. Yeah, who came to my shop? Or the witch.
She's definitely talking to you.
Yes, I think he is.
He pulls Diane over, and it's this young, probably young, like late 20s, early 30s, sort of. You'd have to get some like mixed heritage. She's got some East Asian features to her, but she like looks at you and goes, "So, you're Noah's friends. You part of the whole witchy New Age pagan thing?"
Yes,
Yeah, Noah's been a huge
very
fan of
much
that.
so.
Apparently there's danger, which I don't believe for a second, but Noah gets these images in his mind all the time. So enlighten me, just so I can get Noah off my tail.
Well, it's definitely not safe.
I don't see why it's not safe about it.
people
Well,
going
Am I
missing?
here? Is this?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is in the first aid tent. The only person not here is Marco.
I think her saying I don't see what's not safe, and I failed to heal the wound. I'll just roll with it. And I'm like, well, for one, I got this nick.
Oh,
on
Jesus
the-
Christ.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Yeah, semi all right. Nice to meet you, Jack Dallas. And I'll shake a hand.
Diane Lee.
I probably got the jacket off at this point because
She shakes your hand. That looks nasty. Do you need to, like, go to the hospital or something? The closest one's, on the other edge of town. So.
I'll probably make my way there shortly. But whilst I'm here, I just thought we'd have a little look around first.
We don't have any, like, implements in the maze.
Well,
Sure, because
What?
something nicks me.
What I was thinking, I mean, I've been around the maze and I've been seeing these strange sunflowers. They're growing a bit strange.
Listen, that's a normal part of how sunflowers grow sometimes, and it's nothing to be concerned about. All the sunflowers provided to the Sunshine Festival are normal, and even the fasciated sunflowers are healthy. They're just weird looking.
Yes, but there are so many of them. Maybe there might be some chemical spill or something that's mutating them. Maybe that's a chemical burn that he got. That's not safe, is it?
I understand your concern, ma'am, and I will look into what could have caused that injury, but there are no chemical plants anywhere around here. No mine buildings have been built recently, despite we're fine. There's nothing chemical, it's just a natural part of how sunflowers grow around this park. Is there any legitimate danger you want to tell me about? Like anyone?
Well, we've got reason to believe that Olivia's daughter might be in trouble.
Her face goes stone blank.
And I quite find it a little bit disconcerting that you're sort of taking the piss with us here, because we're trying to voice genuine concerns, and you're trying to tell us that you can't see how anything is wrong when 11 people have gone missing.
11 people
That's
going
called
missing.
gaslighting.
Those disappearances are tragic, but they're not related to the festival. This festival is important, and I'm hearing your concerns, and thank you for coming to me so speedily after your injury. But this place is safe. Fine. This is meant to be a place of happiness, of, celebrating the end of this harvest and the
Doesn't look like a
sunflowers.
place of happiness.
Well, maybe one of the boys forgot to remove a fence post or something, or some idiot brought in something. I don't know. I'll send Bennett out to have a look later. We'll fix it, and I'm happy to pay for any and all medical bills you suffered while on the grounds of my farm.
Appreciate that.
Anything else? The entire time she's been claiming there's no danger, the wires haven't moved once.
How much is it to ride the Ferris wheel?
Oh, it's free. Pretty much everything except for local goods are free. And even those are, talk to the stall owner.
Shall we have a little debrief with a lovely view of the field?
It could be fantastic.
That sounds lovely.
You come back, photos full of beer and food. And then it's like, thank you so much, I'm really happy to. And Diane goes, Bennett? He breaks off from his conversation. Oh, yeah, Di? Bennett, our friend here cut himself somewhere in the maze. Can you go have a look? He goes, yeah, on it, boss.
Bennett, actually, if you wouldn't mind, I have a really important thing that I need you to do.
It's between you and Diana, Diane, yeah?
I really need, our friends here could all really use one of those drinks, if that would be alright. And then I would just, and what's the state of the sun at?
It's like approaching evening. It's like the time you spent in the maze it's almost sunset.
The festival doesn't start till tomorrow, right?
I mean, it's ongoing, but like we do need to close up the site soon because it's not open during the night.
I think it might be unsafe to go out to look for a sharp object that's cut my friend here.
I appreciate your
Dan.
concern, but it'll be. I'm just going to have a look. I know my way around the maze, and besides, he pulls out a little walkie-talkie. We have these, I'm connected to every other worker on this farm. Hey, Aiden? Yeah, 5 beers, a medical tent. Thank you. See,
Right.
it's fine.
Look, perhaps I'm just overreacting. It hurts, but maybe I go to hospital, maybe it's not a big deal. Maybe I've nicked it on, I don't know, just a thorn.
Listen, Diane's given me a job. I appreciate your concern. I know I'm in the fields. It's fine.
There's one thing I need you to do, and just take this with you, and I'll hand him, I have a GPS receiver.
Yep.
And I will hand the one half to him so now I can see, for the episode, you wouldn't mind featuring?
Tucks it in his pocket and
Oh, baby. No.
So my name is Bennett, Bennet, Lane, Lane. That's for when you put my name in the credits, right? That's,
yeah, of course,
perfect.
of course.
I'll keep this on. I'll even give you a layout on the map later. But tomorrow, and he's on Diane and he runs off.
Be
In
careful.
the credits as dead body number 5.
As he's running off, am I seeing any omens,
Yes, you are.
Okay.
But every time they find a place to roost, it's like before. The sunflower, whatever sunflower they land on, consumes it without fail. And you see a small flock of 2 or 3 omens following Bennett.
No.
But as he goes into the maze, they swoop down and are just gone.
Keeper, can I do one of 2 things?
Yes.
Can I please either...
Tell me what you want to do, and I'll tell
Yep.
you what role I think.
Okay, so first, one of 2, because I feel like if I did 2, it'd be too overpowered. First thing I'd like to try and do is I'd like to try and use one thing that's beyond human limitation, and I want to try and make my voice appear in Diane's head to try and send her a message, or I want to bar Bennett from the sunflower fields because I don't want that mofo to die.
I'll make a hard move as a keeper.
Yep.
Bennett's already gone into
Yep,
the
cool.
sunflower fields.
Okay.
How and why are you trying to make this voice appear in Diane's mind?
Why? Because I want her to take it seriously and realize that something is wrong and that more people will possibly die if she doesn't take it seriously.
Yeah.
How? Where is she?
You can see once she's realized none of you wanting to talk to her anymore, she's going off. You see she's talking to a few of her co-workers. There's one guy in a overly expensive suit jacket who nods in recognition. She just glances at him and continues walking.
Okay.
So she's walking away from you basically.
Okay, can I... This is so stupid. Can I walk behind her? So the spider's on a chain. Can I go behind her and dangle it down in front of her so that the spider's eyes are looking into hers and try and send the message through that way? It's you are getting sleepy. Look into the spider's eyes. Ooh.
Can you roll plus weird for me? You having -1 on this roll because you were doing it in probably the worst way you possibly could.
But that's what she do, so
I'm
you
sure
know.
that's what she did. Don't get me wrong. If it succeeds,
6 and a 4. 10 plus 1 is 11.
You somehow, everyone is looking away at the perfect opportunity, and so you sneak up behind Diane, and it's less like a hypnotist's pendulum,
Yep.
and more the spider just goes in front of her vision, and she stops,
Yep.
and you feel from the ends of your fingers spider webs connecting you to Diane. Very briefly, you have enough time to say maybe 2 sentences. one sentence.
You know, if you don't do something, more people will die, comma, take this seriously. Full stop.
She freezes.
Come on, punctuation.
She turns back and looks at the man in the suit jacket and walks over to him. And he's like, looks at Diane and goes, and looks at you. He sneers a little bit.
Hello.
But he takes Diane and they walk off, talking with each other. Your words got to her. What effect that has, you're not quite sure.
Cool.
I'm looking at this man walking off. Is there anything odd I see about him?
Roll act under pressure for me.
Yeah, it's a 4.
I'm trying to peer into this man. And there's no way he could possibly know you were looking at him. But he glances over his shoulder, stares directly in your eyes, and gives you a head tilt like, you can do better than that. And you feel this spike of pain in your mind as you take one harm.
Oh, okay.
He's a bad boy. No. Oh no.
Rude.
And he can disappear into the rest
Holy
of the farm.
moly, Lewis.
Quinn, from where he's sitting, is like, it's almost dusk. We don't know enough about this. I think we go to the motel, we reconvene, we need to get some rest because whatever this is clearly bigger than what we know what to do with.
Maggie, your vision of Evelyn, was it for tonight?
I don't know. There wasn't a calendar there, but it could be tonight. It could be tomorrow night, where with the crowning of the
Flower Queen.
Flower Queen. Listen,
Oh, it happens at sunset,
Lewis.
that's right.
He must be behind this.
Sorry, what, Lewis?
When
Oh.
we were at the bar, we got told about from our friend Seed Crunch that everyone in the town is sad except for one man, Lewis, who always wears a suit, presumably the one that just walked off with Diane.
Are we on the Ferris wheel?
You're
No.
near the Ferris wheel, like in line for it.
I
You
look.
You just watched. You were like distracted, but you like look and see a very familiar figure walking off with Diane, chatting casually with her. And as you look at him, similar to what Maggie and Mariella experienced, he turns his head. When he makes eye contact with you, he winks and keeps walking.
What was that?
You got a crush? No, I'm just kidding.
Not quite. That's a very big problem. Probably might be related to this. That's a demon. Frankly, that's just a full demon.
What?
Pack demon, crossroads.
Oh,
No,
Guitar.
I don't know.
A
You guys are
demon?
okay.
that does make sense.
Spit it out. What's he after?
Souls usually makes deals with people. It might be something to do with all of this nonsense with the sunflowers being messed up or people going missing. Maybe this Diane wants her family back that died. I don't know.
Oh no.
Well,
Any number of things could be monkeys pawed by this guy.
In the distance, you hear Mann call out, "Alright folks, festival's closing for the night. Come back tomorrow morning for a final day of the Sunflower Festival." Whee! You see people, as people are getting off the Ferris wheel, you realize, the line's shut and everyone's starting to move out of the field. And Quinn goes, "Listen, we can have this discussion on a demon later, but we need to throw
I've
something
got
out."
plenty of stuff that I need to show you, Kat, on the footage. So I think we should try and research it.
I'm going to take a very long shower at the motel, so let's just go back there.
I agree. And as we walk, can I pull out the GPS receiver and
my
see where
gosh.
Bennett is?
2 lights are flashing, and then a third one splits off. and then your screen distorts slightly, and the GPS is missing. There's no light on the screen. Shit.
R.I.P. Benna.
And we cut to the 5 of you in the motel. You can see you've managed to book like a 2-bed room, and you think you have one over. The shower is running, and you hear very, very loud Taylor Swift music being blasted as the 5 of you convene.
Was it I knew you were trouble when you walked in?
It's a song that I'm not going to say out loud because I don't want this episode to get demonetized. It's one of the popular ones that will probably get like a copyright strike if I say any more.
Okay.
Which is me saying I don't know Taylor Swift's discography, so.
Okay.
I've got the camera out and I'm showing Cad the photos of the sunflowers that I took.
Fascinating.
Fasciation, in fact.
Fasciation?
Yeah, it is, sounds like what Diane said is true. It is a normal thing that happens to the growth of flowers, especially flowers grown commercially. It happens grown in bulk. It can happen to any sort of flower. It can be damage to the DNA, damage to the plant itself during early growth by insects, any number of like corruption, radiation.
The taking of souls.
Hey, listen, maybe. It's not on the Wikipedia page, so you can't be for sure.
But it's a natural
It is
process.
a natural process. You do recognize now that you're actively Googling this, what happened to the creature feels uncannily similar to how these flowers have grown incorrectly.
Well, I know that it's a natural process, this whole
Fasciation.
fascination.
Close enough.
Anyway, what were you?
Yes. However, when I've been observing my omens, they are being eaten up by the flowers, just like. So this must be something to do with the flowers. And also, we were talking to the lovely bartender, didn't you? He was quite charming, wasn't he?
Almost as charming as how many bloody $20 bills I had given, but
I'll pay you back.
I'm sure you will, man. Yes.
But there, he was the creature, seed cruncher. He said that the Lewis, that supposedly demon, has been buying up the surrounding area.
Brilliant. Yeah, I know who this is probably going to be. Go to the door.
No one's here.
Please let that be pizza.
It is a very well-dressed man in a suit jacket. You can see he's wearing a t-shirt underneath it, which is very Silicon Valley.
It's a tuxedo t-shirt.
It's a tuxedo t-shirt.
Oh my gosh.
But he looks like well-dressed, and he's like looking off to the side, glances back at you.
Sneak.
Can you let me in, or?
First off, I turn around and say, no one try anything. If this is who's responsible, we have to leave town.
I'm just going to put a camera on rolling and leave it on the thing.
Oh.
Just unlatch, open the door.
Unlatch and open the door, and this cold night air wafts through as Lewis, or who you assume to be Lewis, strides in. Jack, buddy, how are you going?
I was enjoying my time.
Yeah. Enjoying your, newfound wealth and everything?
So much. It's been so wonderful.
So glad you managed to turn your life around, buddy.
Yeah, minding my business, and then look, happenstance, serendipity.
Crazy who you run into. If I haven't introduced myself, hi, my name's Lewis Cypher. I'm a businessman of sorts.
Lewis Cypher.
I can go with Nicholas Scratch if you prefer, but Lewis works. I'm a businessman, and you are all interfering with my business. So, And he takes a seat down on a chair that appears from nowhere. And he goes, what can I do to get you folks not to stick your noses in any further? You all seem lovely, even if you can get a bit nosy. Your nose like burns with that headache. But I don't want any of you to come to, let's say, an unfortunate accident. So, what can I do? How can I help?
So you're responsible for all of this
No,
sunflower
no,
bollocks?
I'm not responsible for the sunflower stuff at all.
But you know of it.
Tobias, don't say anything.
I
Checks
know
out.
your deal.
Maybe not. I don't like to discuss the business of my other clients.
Yeah,
Why not?
because someone made
I'm
a deal.
a businessman.
Doesn't seem like you're a man with morals, though.
Of course not. What good businessman has those? Jack would know about all of that, wouldn't he?
Previous
How long
life.
is it? Be 4.5 months by now.
Probably. Enjoying them. Don't want to shorten it.
Jack, have you ever murdered a child?
No.
Not directly.
Have you ever known of a child in danger and not tried to help?
No, not directly.
There, you're nothing like Jack.
You put a lot of people in general in danger.
Yes,
haven't you, Jack?
I've been pretty transparent about that. I knew a lot of people in a previous life that were like Mr. Cypher here.
What can I say? I'm good at what I do.
I've turned over a new leaf. I'm looking to make a big splash. But
Working
this
like
is...
a man running out of time, huh?
I like to live that way. I saw
I was gonna
Hamilton.
say,
Man, just gonna be non-stop.
I
Hamilton starts
clicks his
playing.
fingers and you find yourself on mute for the next minute.
So what do you gain
Oh, like I said,
in your business?
I'm in business deals. Before you worry, I'm not going to ask for your souls or anything like that. Honestly, inflation has ruined that economy. No, I'm a little man who helps people help people. And I want to help you guys. So, tell me, what do you all want most in the world? And all of you feel compelled to answer truthfully.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I've got a deal for you, buddy. We'll get to that. I know. Cadbury, what do you wish? What's going on in that little bundle of wires you call a brain?
I want to know everything about Hunters Incorporated.
Oh, I can get you that. Simple as shaking hands. Mariella Spinther, what do you want? New leg? More spells? What's going on in that webbed rich brain of yours?
I want my family to know that I'm okay.
Easy enough. Marco, what do you want? What can the man with so much fame have? You know what Quinn wants. What do you want?
Just something a little more quieter.
I can do that. Maggie McDonaghue. You've got a lot going on in that skull of yours, don't you?
Yes, I do.
And for a moment, his eyes look past you and back to you. So what can I get you?
I want the means to prevent the end of the world.
Could be a bit tricky, but tell you what, I'll see what I can do. All I'm asking from each of you is nothing, really. Just some time. A few hours, nothing you'll notice, nothing you'll miss. Not the moment of your birth or any weasel wording like that. I just want a little bit of your life. Let's say 12 hours.
Okay.
Just 12 hours. Could be from your lifespan. You knows? What's a death 12 hours early?
Do we get to decide when those 12 hours are?
Wouldn't be a very good deal if it was. For Jack, I got a deal for you. And time for time. A man with everything, got wealth, power, magic. About another 6 months.
6 months for 12 hours.
6 months for 12 hours. That's all I'm asking. For each and every one of you.
7 and 12 is what you stand to gain.
I get, 12, 24. Demons aren't great at math, but I get a decent amount of hours from a lot of you. I already know Quinn will accept, so I don't even need to ask him. Don't worry about it. Seriously, it's nothing sinister. I promise I won't use the taking of your 12 hours to harm any of you directly or indirectly. I'm your wise Coil and Titan. Deal. Truth.
And if we don't take the deal?
I walk out of this room a poorer man, but nothing bad happens to you. Just you don't get what you desire most. And unfortunately, I can guarantee you likely won't ever get this chance again. You'll never know. Val never know. Your life won't be quiet. You've got a whole thing going on up there. So, deal?
Laurie puts her hand forward.
So does Cad.
Before we answer, just a theory rattling around in my head. You made a deal with someone in town.
I'm not liable to discuss the business of my clients, I'm afraid, Jack. You know this.
No, I know. But let me spitball. The deal's been made already. All of this scarecrow flower nonsense is because of that deal. Is it Diane? Poor woman that needs a family back. Maybe crowning this girl turns her... Oh. Mummy wants her daughter back, maybe. Crown the mayor's daughter. Change the daughter?
Not quite.
Or maybe it's something different. I don't know. Humor me for at least one thing.
Sure, Jack. One question.
Mr. Patches is involved, right?
Not directly, but his skin's been worn.
Look, the 12 hours are going to be used to make it more difficult, if not impossible, for us to prevent what's going on here from happening. If you're all comfortable with doing that, go ahead.
But Jack, you asked for a question. I gave it to you. That's a deal made for me. What's the rest of you? Jack got his time, or question in this case. Do you want what you desire most in the world, or do I leave this room with just Jack's time?
Mari's hand is still out.
Cad, come on, I know there's an inquisitive brain in there. Marco, you could have that quiet homestead life you've always wanted. Maggie needs to save the world. That's noble. That's worth 12 hours. Come on. I don't have any intentions of harming you guys. I just want to help you. I want to help you help yourselves. And if that helps me in the process, then no harm's going to come of it. So come on. Shake my hand. Grabs your hand. Pain. Ice cold. Grabs it. Icy, freezing pain.
I'll take my quiet laugh when I'm ready.
Quinn's taken his offer, so I guess I'll be it for you. Maggie the Savior.
I've dealt with those like you no longer.
Can't say I didn't try. Thank you for your time, Jack.
Do you need to shake my hand?
We've got a long-standing verbal agreement going. Just added on to this.
It's on the tab.
Yeah. All right. You two, enjoy tomorrow. I'll see all of you at sunset tomorrow. It's gonna be fun. Looking forward to it. And as he gets up and walks about the door, you realize that all of you have been frozen in place this entire time, and you all take a breath that you didn't realize you were holding. And you two, and you start feeling a bit drowsy. And from inside the bathroom, you hear a loud thump of someone hitting the ground as the door swings shut behind Lewis. I'm gonna call it there for now.
Oh my goodness.
Thank you for coming to the first part of Hunters Incorporated in the Fields. Tune in next time for the finale of In the Fields. Looking forward to seeing you then.
Bye.